Restart.
You start.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Tonguing of Beef podcast. Podcast. uh, I am your host, Walker, and with my co-host, Kola.
Everything all right?
Dyslexic today, but yeah. So, fun fact that has to do with plastic surgery is that barbers used to perform plastic surgery on their clients.
I also heard barbers were also dentists as well.
Because they thought you looked that ugly to where they had to fix everything else along with it
Yeah, the
to
barbers
match
were
your hair.
the all-in-one service.
Mhm.
Got a rotten tooth though. They'll
Yeah,
pull it out.
but surgical education sought to formalize itself and separate itself from the barber's profession.
What kind of plastic surgery were they doing?
Hmm. Uh, I didn't really look too deep into it, but they would cut hair, pull teeth, remove skin lesions or ulcers,
Hey
and
now.
even amputate limbs to complement your hair. Like remove your left hand so I can balance out this comb over.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes, so that originated in medieval Europe.
Oh, medieval Europe. I was thinking of old Western days.
Mm,
No, just me.
nah, nah, just you, man, just you.
Okay.
But wasn't that fact fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I have another one.
All right.
So today we had a work event thing where they was talking about um, a AAPI, so Asian American History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And I just learned that Filipinos taught the Mexicans how to make mezcal or tequila.
Oh, is that so? It
But
wasn't.
the origins is because they were making rum
Mm-hmm,
from the palm stuff. So
mm-hmm,
they didn't have palm, but they had the tequila plant. So they made tequila out of the plants themselves. So that's how tequila got started. That's the
mm-hmm.
rumors. I don't want anybody coming after me.
Oh,
But
it's just a rumor. It's not.
it's kind of a it's like some say that's how tequila got started is because these Filipinos showed up in Mexico and taught them how to make alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm. Not Spaniard influence to the Philippines.
No, I think
That
the Spaniards got rum from the Philippines. I think they were making it there. So
dang, dang, that sucks. Because then it's just like, well, I mean, it's sort of like taking credit for someone else, but you know, uh, you can't take Filipino stick fighting from the Philippines if they already coined the term after it.
I mean, there's a lot of things that people steal, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
Mm, right.
So yeah,
So what are the big what are the big exports or things that Philippines are known for at this point?
the yo-yo.
Really?
The Filipinos invented the yo-yo.
Mm, white people took that.
It used to be a weapon, but now they make a toy out of it. Um,
Who made the ball on a stick or ball in a cup?
I don't know. Ball in the cup. What are you talking about?
You remember that toy from like childhood?
No, I don't know. Ball in the cup.
That bruh. It's like literally that freaking like ice cream cone looking thing where it's tied to a string at the end of the balls tied at the to a string
Oh,
at the end,
that.
and then you try to like throw it up and catch it in the little scoop.
Oh, that.
Yeah, like
What is that called? Ball on the stick?
ball in the cup,
Ball in the cup?
ball in the stick, stick ball. All right. Speaking of stick ball, um, our topic for today is what do you look forward to in this upcoming summer?
Or the summer and just the summer in general because the weather is getting better.
Okay, we'll switch it up. I had something different, but sure.
What were we thinking?
No, I was thinking just this summer.
Oh, this
Just
summer.
yeah, just limit that list like fucking crazy.
Just this
I got
summer.
like three things going on.
It's like when your friends ask you like, "What are you doing this summer?" He's like, "Nothing." But
Well,
uh,
okay,
it's like I mean, like during
let's.
summer, like what do you expect? I mean, when we were younger, we went to school. We know that during summertime we had 3 months off to go do whatever we want, right? You get a
Yeah,
break from school, but as an adult, there is no break from school anymore.
okay. So
You
let's
work
add
year
that
round.
caveat. Let's add that caveat then. Like, what did you used to do as a kid?
Summertime, it was like go play outside, sleep in, watch TV all day. Um, what else? No responsibilities, right?
Mhm.
So you had long breaks, and that was great.
What were key activities that you did
We,
in
we
summertime?
played. We rode our bikes. We went swimming at the watering hole, and then we also caught frogs too.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
And we licked them.
and then we licked them. But yeah, then there's like we play with fireworks.
Mhm.
Um, play with fireworks. I mean, we just try to do it as much things as possible before school started.
Mhm.
So
Mm. Yeah.
I don't
One
know. I don't
what
know what you did when you were a kid during the summer.
we had Water Wars.
Oh, water worlds or water balloon fights,
No, yeah, Water Wars.
water wars.
So yeah, so it's either balloons, hoses, or super soakers. So
Oh, the super soakers.
yeah, so that's like that was a Water Wars for me, in which you brought your firepower. Like that was pretty much it. You brought your firepower, and like the ones who had the more power, the group that had the more powerful guns was the winner. And the rules were like if if you're outflanked, you gotta retreat to home base. Um, if So we used a whole block, like including like
A whole block.
yeah, we used a whole block as like the battlegrounds. So you had your home base, and then you had your home base on each side of the block, and then you would pretty much sit with your teams, and then you would plan strategies on how to take down the other side. So I mean, you can decide the number of teams per squad to kind of reach over head over to the other side. If you could make it to their home base, like then you have the right to use their hose and just use your gun and their hose to like spray them down.
What?
Yeah. So basically, because you took it over. So
And now,
um,
do they get an opportunity to take it over?
hmm?
No.
No, it was just like you lost. So it would just be like a game point type of thing. So these would last for at least like 6 hours. So it got really intense. And then so you break out in little squads too, right? So the other point would be to outsmart your opponent on the battlefield. So say you were just like wanted to move as one person to try and get to their side, like they can come up with like a squad of 2 or 3 and try like, and they obviously with their numbers they would probably be able to beat you if you don't have the right firepower. So um so the way to get around that is just like, you plan your squad to so you plan like an additional squad. So it's like if it's a team of 5, then you have like another team of 3 that's kind of break away, and then you would try to flank them from the other end, and then overpower the 2 that were trying to jump the 1. So it was,
And did you have the super soaker with the backpack?
I had something similar to that. I had the Super Soaker, the first model of the Super Soaker 2000. That's the one
Mhm.
that was like a fucking cannon, and it built up like hella pressure, and like it built up so much pressure though that the amount that you fired was for like 2 seconds. So I was like busting a nut like on people, and then like you had to run back and like pump your pump the cannon.
The only thing I was like expecting for summer when I was a kid is like I knew somebody would go to the fire. Was it fire? What's it called? Fire, not a fire. The watering, the water. What is that called? I'm blanking on the word. Is where the water come out on the streets. What is that called?
Fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant. Thank you.
Hmm.
I remember every summer we always expect somebody to pop the fire hydrant, and we would someone would turn it on, and they just spew water onto the streets, and all the kids would just go out and hang out there, play in the fire hydrant. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
It seems like something that would happen in your town.
Yeah, and then we would do that, and then I mean, like it take hours for the normally the fire department comes to turn it off, right?
Mm.
So they would come and turn it off, and we would turn it right back on.
Did you guys ever get in trouble for that?
No, because like there was so many kids. Like, who are they gonna blame, right?
Hmm. Um. Damn. Uh.
No, you never had that.
Fire. Huh? No, I never did. I never got to experience something like that.
What?
Nah. I also felt like that was a waste of water. When you could just go to like a water world or something, or Six Flags. Um, yeah. As a kid, my dad used to take us to Raging Waters over at like he used to take us to Raging Waters because it was just like a big old water park. So it was really cool as a family trip. I don't have too many memories from it, but it was just that. And we would also like be visiting like family in Oregon, and
Oregon.
yeah, that's
Did you
probably
guys
one of the most. Yeah, we
drive
drove
over
up
there?
there. We drove up there, so that was probably one of the more fond memories I had as a family because like we got to travel together, spend a lot of time. Um, it was fun, just kind of being on a road trip and then just sleeping in the car, snacking, and just seeing my relatives. And I think those summers would be filled with like fireworks when Fourth of July came around. We always got hella excited because uh my family always would buy like all of the giant packs of like
Oh
fireworks
my
that
god.
just like lit up the street. And neighborhood was okay to do things like that. Then it would just be spent playing games all day otherwise. How about you, Cole?
Summers as a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, same thing. We didn't. well, we didn't do camping or anything, but we went to the beach a lot. So I always look forward to that.
Family or friends?
Family, the whole family actually.
Mm,
Normally we'll have our like normally it starts like Memorial Day, like someone's like, hey, let's go to the beach
mm,
and
mm,
bring all the kids, and we would just go to the beach and hang out for the whole day.
nice.
So yeah, it was really nice. It was like we would just catch crabs, jellyfish. If the water was low enough, we can go in and catch fish and crabs at the same time. So
Mm,
uh, so normally we do a lot of fun.
nice.
I don't know,
Yeah. That's when
but
the
what?
summer memories are best when you're a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're saying?
And then we used to go to this one lake that was nearby, and we used to go catch frogs. So catch
Mm.
frogs, and then there's tadpoles.
Is that the one is it the one that's close by or that was close by to both to where we live?
Not to where you live, but where I live, yes.
Mm.
So it
Okay.
was just
Okay.
like it was like a what 15-minute drive, boom, over there. Uh,
Mm.
so
Not the common place, right?
um, no,
Not the one close to the school.
no.
Okay. Um, yeah,
But yeah, so I
nice.
mean, we used to go there. We used to catch frogs, tadpoles, spend my summer there, and then I mean, we can light up fireworks in my city, but
Nice.
but we can light up, but we still did. I mean,
Hmm.
so yeah.
Cool. So then, moving on from childhood, how did you spend your summers, or how did you spend your summers as a teenager slash college student?
Um,
And what did you look
the
forward to?
the crazy thing was just it was mostly I know that we always look for like those music events that happen during the summer,
Mm,
um, concerts that happen during the summer, and then going on trips overseas.
mm.
That was always fun because you had those period of time you got spring break,
When you were in high
and
school?
not in high school.
Okay.
But I mean, we did have concerts. We had underage clubs too at that time too, as so.
Mm,
So yeah, anything under 18 and up. So
right.
they don't have under 18 and up clubs anymore. So
Because it got too creepy.
yeah. I mean, especially when you can't make money off of underage kids, so they're not buying alcohol or anything.
Hmm.
But yeah. What else did we do this summer?
The
And
underage club
then
stopped when cola kept going.
yeah. um the other thing that was cool is just see, they had the music festivals, but then like I remember just working during the summer, right? Working during the summer, doing whatever I need to do, but that was always fun.
Mm,
I don't know, but
nice.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I I probably prefer summers when I'm older. So
Mm, okay.
so because
So I
like
think, mm,
because
yeah.
like once I got older, like I was going on camping trips. I was like uh going on traveling into other countries and just using up that time that I have, right? I wish I took more advantage of it, right?
Mm,
I wish I took more advantage of it. But now since
and
like
more
I'm
advantage doing what though?
just going out, going traveling around the world, doing activities with friends.
Hmm.
Um, but a lot of it I spent like working, because
Mm,
there are no more. I mean, once you get a certain age, there are no more summers that you can enjoy, right? Because everyone, I mean, you don't have that luxury anymore.
you don't have that luxury, but also it doesn't feel the same. Is the other thing. Um, I know when it came to summer as a teenager and college student, like the activities changed for sure. It wasn't. it evolved from like water wars to like, going out with groups and doing like paintball. Um,
Paintball Wars?
yeah, yeah, paintball essentially, and just trying out like other activities like going to the movies and things that you had more of a privilege to do at that age. So it's uh in the teenage years it was cool, but at the same time it was just kind of boring to me because it just all still kind of felt the same ish. Um that's just me though. We did get to try a lot of other different things as well. Um I think that was also just a time when it was just like about dating and stuff like that. So um, there wasn't like personally when I look back at it, there wasn't too much to really regret in terms of how the time was spent. So
Did you
um,
did your family ever go to Disneyland
I think once
once?
when I was a kid, I really hated it. I
Mm.
got scared of all the people dressed as Disney characters.
Wow.
Yeah,
Were you afraid of one Disney character in particular?
no, it was just like
Everything?
I think yeah, I'm just like because they were like to me they were just a bunch of strangers. Like why why are you putting me in a situation where I could be abducted by anyone I don't know?
Did you even watch the animation?
I did. I was obsessed with watching like I watched Aladdin on loop.
Oh,
Yeah. I watched Aladdin on loop, but then when I saw like someone dressed as Princess Jasmine, I was like,
Genie?
nah, fuck
Oh,
that.
but say if you saw somebody dressed as Genie.
Yeah. And I love DuckTales. Let's see, Lion King. Like there's several movies I was like completely obsessed over. But yeah. Um yeah, I went only once as a kid that I can remember. And then when my wife took me when we were old when I was older, like less than 6 years ago. So I was like that was like literally the second time I've ever been to Disneyland. So yeah. Um
Did you like it as an adult?
it was all right. I mean like
Mm.
it's more enjoyable, but at the same time it's just like when you're dealing with the crowds and the lines and it's just like you have like the adult perspective of how people are, then it's just like okay. Like some of the magic is definitely gone. But yeah. Um but yeah, that was my summers. Probably the most memorable ones I've had were definitely in my younger years. So so what about like summers as an adult, Koa?
Summer as an adult was awesome. Only
Hmm.
because, well, when I didn't have, I mean, when I was working, but I didn't have as much responsibilities as I do now. I mean,
Hmm.
I just have just jobs that, your throw your first time jobs and your throwaway jobs and stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, like I can go out and do something, but not really pay attention to, or leave. I can leave work at work and not bring it with me, right? Like now, like work, it's always with me, right?
Hmm.
Um, but like that time was like you don't have to worry about anything. You come back from your vacation and stuff like that. But now, I mean, you have to work on it. But I do love the summers when they come. Like there's so much to do. Like um, I don't, because you have the money now. You just go do whatever you want, right?
Like
But I mean,
sleep and
sleep, travel, go day drinking. What else? Um, go to brunch, get brunch.
I
And
thought,
they
I
go
thought
to
I thought it was gonna get progressively like worse as a list. Like you go day drinking, and you
day
go and
drinking.
cry, and then you you
Cry,
call your
take naps, and you wake up,
ex-girlfriends.
you get a headache.
You throw up, and then you regret your life for like 3 hours, and then
Oh, that I
yeah,
mean, yeah. So yeah,
but
so
yeah.
it's like one of those days, and like when I was living down when I was living in LA, they used to have beach volleyball events, so I would go and
Mm,
go watch those beach volleyball events. Those were fun.
mm, okay.
But yeah, but I mean, like, but yeah, I wish I could enjoy those, enjoy uh, those days now. But I mean, but that's long gone. That's
Mm.
long gone.
Well,
But yeah,
I mean,
I mean, and then they
go ahead.
had like movie events on all the blockbusters come out um during the summertime too. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not that great, right? But shoot, I think AMC has a deal where you buy a membership for like what, for a month, and then you can watch all the movies you want. Like I did that before.
Hmm.
Get
Hmm.
that membership and watch all the movies in one sitting.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You know.
You stay there, you shower, you go back out and watch movies.
Oh, I used to, I used
Um,
to, I used to sneak into movies and sit there and watch 3 movies for the whole day, and then go back
mhm,
home.
mhm.
But yeah, no one really nobody really catches you or pay attention really if you go to one of those big complex.
No, especially now, it's too much trouble to try and fight someone
Oh, not
for.
now, because you got to reserve everything now,
Mm,
so you never know if somebody's gonna show up or not.
mm,
That's kind of smart on there, and
mm. Um, yeah. So, is that how you look forward to summers as an adult? No.
no, I want to go traveling. I mean, since COVID is over, I want to go
Mm,
overseas again.
mm. Same here. Um, yeah. So, being that childhood summers were always so memorable for me. Adulthood summers are just a facet of everyday life now to me.
Oh,
Yeah. Not to say that like it sucks the joy out of anything. It's just like they're still enjoyed. It's just like there's less emphasis around like how special it is besides just the the cavalcade of events shows that happen during the summer. So it's like one big thing that I always loved was like anime conventions hit mainly in the summertime. And it's like they were always like something that was like super cool. I've always wanted to go to one as a kid, and then I get to go to one as an adult and feel less ashamed about it every time. But because it's also just like there's some people that just have like dope ass costumes, and it's just like like I'm there and I want to gush about like how cool like all the costumes and stuff are. So it's just like when it's just like going there and it's just like you kind of don't have much to show about it, and it's just kind of like eh. So um,
um, do you make your own costume when you?
I think I made a couple costumes before. So one time our group went as the Mario Brothers cast. I was
Mm.
Luigi and my wife was Daisy. Jack was Mario, and our other friend that was in our group, he was a Koopa, and our other female friend was Princess Peach. Then we went as a bunch of like um, we went as a bunch of random characters too. There's one year where I went as Little Mac from Smash Brothers, Punch Out. And then there was yeah, we did not match costumes that year. It was fun.
It's like everybody come as you want.
Hmm.
But sounds like a Nintendo theme.
Yeah, but it was really cool though. It was really fun. It was definitely enjoyable. It got us plenty of moments. Um, and that's the thing. It's just like the more you invest in putting those costumes together, the more likely you are going to create something memorable, like from an event in those costumes, and that's kind of a cool thing. Um, so yeah, it's just like those types of things that happen. There is like there's other shows that happen throughout the year too, like PAX East, PAX West. Cola, you and I went to PAX East.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like those events are more prominent for the summertime because they cater more to like summer break and stuff. But um, it's other than that, summertime is also just like it feels like an everyday thing. Um, and I guess being like because you're not really able to take time off, like you're not able to get 3 months off of work unless you make a lot of money, but it's just like you're never really able to make that kind of time available, like on an average person's lifestyle. So
That's why
it's
a lot of
just
Americans don't take vacation.
mm.
That's why.
But yeah, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's just I do love the idea of traveling. I just don't limit it to one season is the thing because you're working, so it's like whatever time you want to take off, you can make that any time of the year, you know. So I mean, at least that's how I see it. Um, like a great time to travel to Hawaii is like usually in December, January when it's cold, when it's colder in some places, but it's warm as hell, like over in Hawaii. Like you're still in the 80s. So, I mean, yeah, it's just that's sort of what I mean. It's just like the idea of summertime is just sort of like diluted now because now you get to like you're an adult, you can do that whenever you want, you know. It's just like what like
It's based
the
on
parts of
your industry's like off time or like what downtime.
mm, sure. I mean, we can look at it like that. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a factor in it, but it's just like when you want to take a vacation and like you're adamant enough about it, then like, you just take it. I mean, would you limit your traveling only to summertime?
No, it's like for me, it's like my for me, it really depends on the workload that comes in. If it's workload kind of drops off around December, like most
Hmm.
people, then I'm off.
Hmm.
Then I'm off. There's a summer somewhere during that time. So,
Hmm.
well, if you're
One
going
thing.
down to the southern hemisphere, it's summertime. So,
Hmm. One thing I will say I look forward to for a summer event is camping. It's usually a lot more enjoyable to me when camping is done in the summer because there's a lot less for you to worry about. And it's just like it's nice and warm out. It's hot during the day, but if you're camping by somewhere where you can swim, totally awesome. Or if you are just it allows you to just sort of lounge around, but also like at night, it doesn't get like it doesn't get super like cold either. So um, that's probably one thing that I would definitely look forward to. Is just that idea of the idea of just camping and really taking that time to relax, and the summertime sort of taking care of the temperature of the outdoors.
All right. Thanks, Walker. Thanks for
Thank
the
you, Cola.
stories. Um,
Thank you for your depressing look into adulthood summertime. You wake up,
just
you do have a morning drink,
you go poop, and
you call Christine up, and then you you ask her why you guys ended.
then you go back to sitting in the dark. All right, that's it for us.
Tune in next time.